Abundance. I finally on time, But today gonna be a good show. I got at the end, we're probably in the midst of it. I'm gonna play a new song called "It Is What It Is." So everything's going to line together. I got some videos by tomorrow. I got some videos by multiple people that I want to break it down. And this speak my truth, the embodiment of keeping your soul intact with all that's going on in the world. And I just love to talk about it, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna chime into these videos, and it's vibe out, man. It's like a free zone vibe session. So that we gonna do. I got this video um about spiritual being, so-called spiritual, and dating. So we gonna let this ride with the Morris. He gonna talk about it, and we gonna chime in.
Like, there's no internal spark. I'm telling you right now, you might as well not even waste your time and energy. I'm not available to everybody. I'm not accessible to everybody. I'm not no everybody type of girl. I don't just entertain it.
And vice versa for a dude like me. I don't entertain everybody. I don't try to give my energy to everybody because I have discernment. Most of the time when I try to give energy to people, they kind of turn their back on me and try to act like I was the weird one, or I was the one that's trying to beg them to be around my energy. Nah.
Anybody, I don't just attract anybody. People probably think I got a lot of hoes or I talk to a lot of people. Y'all will be so surprised how dry my line is, but that is by choice. But I'm just not the mixed type of woman. I'm not finna put myself in those type of energies. I'm not who I used to be either. So for people from my past looking at me like I'm a whole new person.
Facts. Like, a lot of people, they hate for you to evolve or try to make better of your situation with yourself, and it's like, why is you mad at me for being me? Like, that's crazy. It is what it is.
I am. Yeah. So I'm just watching, I'm peeping, I see more things than people think I see on an energy level, on a spiritual level. I see shit people don't see. You feel me? People don't be ready for me. You're not ready for me, so please just stop wasting your own time.
Exactly. It's 8 billion men people in the world, and some of these females think every dude the same. It's 8 billion of guys in the world, and you think everyone is the same as the last guy. It's just crazy. So they self-sabotage the whole connection, and it's crazy. But at the end of the day, I gotta have discernment on who I give my energy to. That shit crazy.
You hurting your own ego by trying to come fuck with me when you know you ain't ready for me. You know, not even to say it like that, but to say it like that. You can't do
Nobody's ready for me.
the bare minimum with me. You can't manipulate me. You can't run game on me. You can't lie to me. None of that. If you're not ready to be 100% authentic and have some real shit, leave me alone now. Because you going to try to lie. I'm going to feel it. I'm going to sense it. I'm going to see it.
Facts.
It's a lie. I trigger people.
Facts.
Unintentionally. Just by being my authentic self. Because I've actually done a lot of work on myself.
Facts. Because people hate to see the truth. When you show them your truth, it makes them want to have to show their truth and expose who they truly are. If they're being fake, then it's going to expose them, because they can't keep up with how real you are, how genuine you are, because you've been through the ups and downs. You know what you are. Know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know themselves. They try to latch on to certain allergies and ideas and stuff like that, but they haven't really tapped into their soul of who they truly are.
It's where I'm at energetically and spiritually. So it does take a certain type of reflection for, you know what I'm saying, to deal with me, because I will call you out on your shit.
Exactly, because a lot of people, they can't deal with people who's already awakened to themselves. Once you awaken to yourself, you can really see who's actually trying to play you or manipulate you in a way that, damn, he trying to really play me. You know what I'm saying? Or she trying to really play me. You just got to it's levels to it. When a person don't think you know who you are, they'll try to play you. And once you know who you are, they cannot play you. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, it's levels to it. You know what I'm saying? So
shit that you try to hide from people, shit that you try to hide from yourself. I see you. You think you're slick. I see it. And people hate that. So that's why I'm saying. And I will stay that way. And you make assumptions based off what you see. So you might see a very attractive person and think that they, and not just attractive physically, but
I'm gonna tell you right now, they can be cute, they can be wearing all the nicest jewelry, all that, and smell good. But if that soul ain't right, I'm most definitely not that dealing with them. Not to judge nobody, but you know when somebody's draining your energy or somebody who's able to come connect with you and build with your energy. Let me see somebody say in the comments. Abundance, abundance. T-Style finally made it to alive. Abundance, abundance. Yeah, I'm chiming in with these videos that I got, and I'm gonna play music in between, and it's a vibe, speak my truth session, and it's needed. You know what I'm saying? It's needed. But the more is talking about being spiritual and dating, so I'm gonna let her cook, and I'm chiming in with how she talk about what she's saying.
attractive spiritually as well. Like, they are very magnetizing, very high vibrational. And you probably think, oh, they probably got so many options, so many people want to be with them. And they might want to be with them, but they don't have the courage to come forth with that type of energy. They might admire, but they won't come forth because they can't reach you energetic. They can't reach me energetically. You feel me? There's something in them that stops them from even being able to.
Exactly. Like I said, levels to it. Everybody frequency now on the same level where they want to connect. They might admire from afar, but they be like, damn, sometimes I just can't, attract to that. I'll be right back. Hold on. Yeah, that was a new joint. It is what it is. Basically, um, it's self-explanatory. You know, things gonna happen the way it is. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So we will get back to tomorrow talking about being spiritual and dating.
In contact with me. Something won't let them hit sin, won't let them send that message, won't let them. That's what that is. That's my divine protection. That's my anointing. That's what happens when you rise to such a frequency. These karmics, these lower
Exactly.
vibrations, you're not attracting that anymore.
Exactly.
When you just out here toxic and living your life, you got so many different options. You can pick and choose. You feel what I'm saying? But are they really quality?
Appreciate you.
Quality
Appreciate you.
over quantity. You might have a lot of options. You might have a lot of hoes. You might have a roster. But what are they really doing for you on a soul level? Nothing.
Exactly. Like a lot of people, they be thinking I have a roster. I would not have no roster. You know what I'm saying? I basically be by myself most of the time because, like, if it ain't around my brothers, like I just basically by myself because a lot of people, like I said, they are envious of the frequency that you can be on. A lot of people just can't get to that level, so they try to hate on it instead of trying to align with you and try to build with that energy. Like I said early on, they don't want to build with it. They rather envy it, try to compete with it, and try to copy it, which will never go right on their end because you can't copy something that's organic and real, something that's been through it all to become what it is of today. Like a lot of people just they don't understand. They think it's rebels and roses and pebbles all the time, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? But it's not.
Really do the work on your soul. You don't attract that many people because that many people ain't doing the work on their motherfucking soul. So it's not nobody that you attracting because it ain't that many people that's actually vibrating the way that you are for you to be able to attract them. So that's how you gonna know when the one comes around. Like, this is what I've been waiting for. This is what I was being protected for. This you will know.
Exactly. Like I don't even on some real shit. I don't even think I would be able to. I don't think it's happened this lifetime for me. I don't know. I just feel like because I don't want to be too old, and I don't want to. I don't know. I just don't want to be too old aligning with somebody who I should have been seen or something like that. That just make no sense to me. Like I said, I'm putting myself on the timeline of 35. They got 4 years to get it right. If they don't get it right before I hit 35, shit is a wrap, bro. It's a wrap because I don't want to. I don't want to do nobody when I'm 40 something, bro. That's just crazy. Like I don't know. I just don't feel that that's the right. I just don't feel that's a right thing. I don't know because like I want to build with somebody on the same prime time. Like I don't know. That's just me. But if it's in the gracious of the universe and it align right, then I don't know. I'm unpredictable. Like I'm an Aquarius, I'm unpredictable, so I just don't know. But at the same time, I don't want it that old, bro. It's crazy to me.
Oh, it's just
No Hurricane, I got you. I got to download it. I got to download it.
knowing. I'm not meant to have no hot girl type of life, no hot girl summer, no.
Shout out to Flip in the building.
You know what I'm saying? No whole phase. No.
Hurricane to my Cougar Town and paying to play. I might have to.
None of that. It's just not written for me. And I'm fine with that.
She said the same thing I just said. She said if it's that way, that it's not written for her. Cause everybody, I feel like everybody have a different. I don't think like it's obvious. But everybody have a different timeline or story, but at the same time, like it's not going to end the same. It's going to end the same because we gonna all die with it, whatnot. But it's not going to end the same like everybody think it is. And I come with peace with that. You know what I'm saying? As long as I can help my people, try to keep giving gems through my creative energy of music and doing different albums and putting gems into a musical form. I feel like that's my purpose and that's what I'm doing. I think that's what I need to do. And then so I won't have to come back. I feel like I did my part because I was able to tap into myself. Because last lifetimes I wasn't tapping into myself. And this lifetime, I was like, if I come back, I got to tap into myself and become more aware and don't deal with a lot of people. Don't do people a certain way. Cause I think I was a jerk or something my last two lifetimes. I probably was a pimp or something. So I was like, yo, if I come back, I gotta make sure I do right by myself and don't treat people in a way of like just degrading them. You know, that's some real shit though. Like I always thought like that. So that's why I came back with an old soul and able to have that certain discernment that most young men back in my day didn't have. It's a real deep thing, it's a real deep thing. But I got another video. I'm gonna play Hurricane track and then just keep vibing out, man. She got some more videos I'm gonna play. Let me see. Yep, facts. Um, let me see. I think it's this one.
Never fucking happen.
No, hold on. That's the one she talking. Hold on. Here you go.
Basing your success on physical things, and that's why you feel like you're not successful. You know, you keep basing your wealth on physical money, and that's why you feel like you're not wealthy. You know, you keep basing your worth on how other people fuck with you, and that's why you feel like you're not worthy. You keep basing your love and how much you love yourself based on how much you have, and that's why you feel like you can't really love yourself unless you have money. You know what I'm saying? Stop looking externally so much and go internally.
Exactly. That was like one of the first steps I had to come to awaken to, because when you young, you want the fast cars, you want the best shoes and the clothes and stuff. At a young age though, I was never really too fond of none of that stuff. Like I said, I always had an old soul where I had a discernment young to know that it's not always about that. I would just have fun just being around my brothers and my mom and dad. It wasn't even about having all the money all the time. Meanwhile, my cousins, they went to Vegas, they went to North Carolina, they went to Universal Studios back then, and they were still kind of not happy with what they had, So you have to find that inner peace with yourself, whether you have this or that. That inner peace will defeat, or it'll be a high more frequency that stuff won't even matter for real if you lose it today or tomorrow, because you can't easily attain it. But at the same time, that inner peace where you don't even need it for real, but you can easily attain it. It's deep. It's real deep, man. It's real deep. So Kane, I'm gonna download that track, bro, but I gotta download it on the media assets right quick. So I'm gonna play while I get it ready. I'm gonna play 2 tracks, and I'm gonna play your track, and then we're gonna get back to business with these videos.
About my life, I need to Gotta bring the darkness, dragon fucking carcass to the dark realm. It's the land of the heartless, going on offense, taking down targets. Cloak be the name, spitting flames from the darkness. Gotta bring the darkness, dragon fucking carcass to the dark realm. It's the land of the heartless, going on offense, taking down targets. Cloak be the name, spitting flames from the darkness. I'ma shine, fuck doing time for cyber crimes. Got a 9, bitch custom made and modified. Out of time, shoot a cow because he's out of line. I don't gotta shoot up a school, this ain't no Columbine. Unalive, every government official alive. And your prime minister sinister, target identified. RPG hit you when your body is unidentified. Crimes against humanity, profiting off our genocide. Enterprise of the kidnapping and trafficking. Lyrically damaging, stop a pope at the Vatican. Stopping your abdomen, I'm imagining people panicking. Pull out the cannon, and if you stand there, you're gonna vanish. I'm a monster, hit you with the launcher. Fire body parts, hell yeah, we gon' conquer. Now we gonna stomp ya, yeah, we gonna bonkers. Middle finger up, hell yeah, we gonna taunt ya. Gotta bring the darkness, drag they fucking carcass to the dark realm. It's the land of the heartless, going on offense, taking out targets. Don't be the name, spitting flames from the darkness. Gotta bring the darkness, drag they fucking carcass to the dark realm. It's the land of the heartless, going on offense, taking out targets. Don't be the name, spitting flames from the darkness. Coming out the darkness, reappearing, get your ass disappearing, teleporting on the ceiling for your ass out of building. Fucking feelings, I'm a minute, shoot you while you playing tennis, burning down your business. I'm like, God, 5 stupid bitches, 26s on the truck, pulling up and lock you up. Take your body parts and stuff that in the aqueduct. Batter up, going to the plate, knocking heads off. Torture feds, y'all kill them all with a headsaw. Dead wrong, y'all don't give a fuck about a fed bitch. Shoot a fed quick while he eating on a breadstick. Head kick, break your necks better than the fucking wrist. Rip the hard out your chest, leave you in a bloody mess. Better show some damn respect, better change your intellect. Revolutionary lyrics shutting down the internet. In effect, 2030 nigga go get a tech. United Nations said I've been a threat. Gotta bring the darkness, drag they fucking carcass to the dark realm. It's the land of the heartless, going on offense, taking out targets. Cloak be the name, spitting flames from the darkness. Gotta bring the darkness, drag they fucking carcass to the dark realm. It's the land of the heartless, going on offense, taking out targets. Cloak be the name, spitting flames from the darkness. Cloak nigga, I disappear in the smoke, nigga. Cold killer, 4-5 for take it down, nigga. Cloak nigga, I disappear and I float, nigga. Bold triggers, dual wielding, I gotta smoke, nigga. Cloak nigga, I disappear in the smoke, nigga. Cold killer, 4-5 for take it down, nigga. Cloak nigga, I disappear and I float, nigga. Bold triggers, dual wielding, I gotta smoke, nigga. Darkness, got they fucking carcass to the dark realm. It's the land of the heartless, going on offense, taking out targets. Don't be the name, spitting flames from the darkness. Gotta bring the darkness, drag they fucking carcass to the dark realm. It's the land of the heartless, going on offense, taking out targets. Don't be the name, spitting flames from the darkness.
Yeah, that track hard. I fuck with it. I really fuck with it, man. Like the way you was spitting, like it just like you was eating the bars. No homo, no diddy. Like you was eating the bars and eating the track. Like it's but we gonna let Jason continue talking about why people still are infatuated with the system.
We're at a certain turning point, a shift in energy, a certain awakening of the collective consciousness. And if you're one of those people who loudly and proudly have an undying allegiance.
Fast. If anybody still aligned with this system, something wrong with them mentally. Either they're, like I say, religion is a mental illness, man. If you still believe in religion and the system full-heartedly to a point you don't believe nothing nobody outside of government say or even question or even want to do your own research, you is a lunatic.
Corrupt system that has destroyed and is destroying so many people's lives. And you're one of those people who get in the comment section and try to emphasize how a lot of people's problems is just a personal one and not the result of an absolute systemic failure.
Thanks.
If you're one of those people that has more sympathy and empathy and allegiance to a soulless system that has and is destroying so many people, then fuck you. That's all I got, man. Fuck you.
He told fuck it. I feel him on that because it's so crazy because they are killing kids, they are killing us mentally, physically, and try to kill us soul wise. But you still got people like me, Hurricane, Low Key, John Horse, my brothers, and many others. You know what I'm saying? We still fighting this shit because it's like you can't break us. No matter how much you try to do all that shit, you cannot break us. We too strong. We too divine. Our soul too divinely strong, bro. You can't break us, bro. You cannot break us. I don't care what they do. They took my whole main Instagram page where I was getting traction from people that was aligning with the frequency. They took my whole main page. Now I got to start from scratch on Instagram. And that shit not hitting like how I used to hit. So they try to stop the message and the purpose and the frequency I was on, but it's not stopping nothing because all I did was went to YouTube, bro.
At this point, the only thing I can do with people like you is treat you like a part of the system. In my mind, you are the very same thing as an agent in the Matrix. And because you refuse to see the humanity in us, people will remember that. And it's going to come a time.
Thanks. You got people who actually get mad at you, like in the way of like, they would literally want to fight you or be mad at you for days because you talking about a political candidate that don't even know them, that never did anything to help their health or make them in a better situation than what they are in. They get mad at you. And it's like, bro, I never understood why people had a picture of Obama in a kitchen room, in the kitchen, on the kitchen wall. I never understood that. Like, what did Obama ever do? You know what I'm saying? What did Trump even doing? Like, come on, man. Shit is crazy.
That you're going to need that humanity. And the people you told to fuck off are going to tell you to go find your safety and security and salvation in your soulless system that you wanted so bad. Don't come back over here. Stay over there where you want it to be, remember? You know what I'm saying? All right, so look.
Fast, because I'm not draining my energy trying to get you to understand that it's a deeper meaning or to you than what they are trying to portray to you. They're gonna tell you this and that you're not more than what you are, that you hold your own accountability, that you can make your own decisions. They want you to pick between the red and blue colors that don't give a fuck about you. The same colors that they made the Crips and Blood with. And actually, gangs was supposed to be a community building type thing, but they infatuated that with drugs, made these guys start selling these drugs and mess the community up. They always did that and want to blame us like we the problem. Yes, we got choice, but at the same time, we have to have discernment on what and who we allow to these communities. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. And people can't see that shit. It's like I said, they have a mental illness and they are lunatics. They love to be beaten. They love to be in a state of fear. They love that. They love the toxic shit. Like, I can't get with that. I really can't. So I'm gonna play this song called Truth, bro. Cause once you find the truth, ain't no turning back on that shit. Once you find the truth.
is the truth to set me free. It's like my power, I got that to have the truth.
Little boy, don't you cry, don't cry. The truth will set you free, set you free. Little girl, don't you cry, don't cry. The truth will set you free, set you free. The world needs the truth, needs the truth. God is the truth. The little boy, don't you cry, don't you cry. The truth will set you free. Yeah, little girl, don't you cry, don't you cry. The truth will set you free. Yeah, the world needs the truth, needs the truth. God is the truth. All I want 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 is the truth. All I want.
All right, y'all, we back. You feel me? You know, I try so hard to try to top my old songs, but as of recently, I feel like my new song just ain't touching the songs that I made on Comic Aggression, More Than You Can Fathom. Um, and that's the two albums I really feel like is my best work. So like my recent songs, I feel like I don't know. That's just me as an artist. I feel like I'm perfectionist with it. So it's like I try to find ways to try to top myself. That's my only competition is myself, you know. Let me see. Yeah, thank you, Kane. Thank you. That came out in 2024 early, like in January. So, and I had did a deluxe recently where I had remastered it and uplift the volume and made it more tighter. And I had dropped some demos with it too. I got another demo coming for this other album called Rebel Sun. And I gotta look in my vote. I gotta look in my deep in my vote to see what sessions came out during that time, so I could put that out and remaster that album and put the demos on that. Put some more demos on that album. And I felt the demos on Rebel Sun kind of it go crazy because that's the album where I did rock, funk, and like soulful folk R&B soul music. So let me see. That's the only hard part of me is being better than the last track. We got facts. That's why I say Rebel Sun. I changed it up. I had did like kind of like a rock funk album mixed with like some soulful R&B and a funk tracks, like funk Pharrell type tracks. So yeah, Rebel Sun. So I got demos from that session that I'm gonna put out, but it's coming out in June. And it's all gonna lead up to the Ashe album I got coming. And I don't know when that's gonna come out because I gotta get to a studio. Cause I want this guy to produce a certain sound. And once he do that, I'll be able to drop the tracks and put them together in a whole package. Let me see what Hurricane say. I got to go back and redo some tracks from. Yeah, cause you got like it's like a thing on BandLab. Like once you push it up, it makes it louder and stuff like that, and you can easily tighten it too when you go mix and master it, tighten it up, and it'll be loud and stuff like that. So that's basically what the record companies do. They actually just go back and tighten it and make it louder and clearer for people, and that's what you call remastering, basically. But it might be a little more technical on that end with the record companies and stuff. But for us, that's our version of remaster. You push it up, push the volume up on it, but make sure it still sound good and tighten it all together, remaster it, and you good. But I'm gonna let Jason go ahead and cook about why he feel like he an empath in a cruel world. And I feel like everybody who's awakened to this system, we all go through the same thing. We might feel like we try to help people out, but at the same time, the world can be cruel where you help somebody out and they don't appreciate that help. So as far as me being like nice or being so much of an empath, I'd be a genuine soul, but I will have more discernment in when I help or don't help somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of people just want this energy to help them and they'll leave. So I don't got time for that. I'm more like on a self journey, and if I align with people that's on the same frequency, then we can build something. But everybody can't go in this shit.
I'm neurodivergent. I'm unrealistically empathetic. And I will tell you that being kind in a cruel world can become a series of unfortunate events. It could be your downfall. See, because here's the thing. Being humane seems like common sense to me, and I don't know if that's just a regular human thing or the fact that my neurodivergence creates this additional sense of awareness.
Right? Because everything in this system that we doing is insane. That it makes people think that you insane. No, the system insane. And people is being part of this are insane. But they want to say that, oh, you insane. No, I'm quite divinely sane. I know what the fuck going on because it don't make sense. Everything in nature don't have to do what the fuck we gotta do. And we supposed to be the most strongest creatures or whatnot. But we doing the shit that don't make us evolve, bro. So that's why you gotta step out the limb and be your own divine being and learn shit on your own that they haven't taught in school, work, on TV, bro.
Not just mentally and physically. I think more and in depth and on different frequencies that others may not realize or recognize that don't exist. And I also feel the environment in my being. If that makes any sense, I can feel the energy.
You ever had went in a store and everybody just find some way to just find their eyes and look at you, and you don't be wearing nothing so crazy that you be like, they be like, damn, what he wearing? You just be wearing some regular shit, and people just find some way just to look at you, bro. That because your aura and frequency, it gives off a unusual vibe or a different thing that's not for the norm of the society. A lot of people have that, but a lot of people don't. And I was younger, I used to be in school. You know, everybody, we used to go to the lunchroom. We line up and go to this elementary now. We used to go in lunchroom line. And people used to always find their eyes to look at me in the line. And I'm like, damn, what do I got on that's so different that everybody gotta look at me? And I have on the same uniform as everybody else. That because it's something about your aura that even the lowest vibrational people can see. That's how you know you're powerful, bro.
Feel when people come in and go. I can feel when I'm standing there talking to someone and their energy shift. I can see people's intentions when they walk in the room. You know what I mean? And it's this type of transparency, the fact that I can, I guess, see more of a true nature.
And then it's like, I'm gonna let him cook, but it is like you so powerful with this empath shit or this being a genuine divine soul that you can see the good in people, but you can also see when they're not trying to help themselves. So you have to have the discernment to keep helping them or don't help them, because you'll wind up and kill your own energy by trying to help them in a way of like, damn, I want him to really get on what I'm on, but you just killing yourself and you just draining your energy by trying to get him to come on something and he's not really trying to move or have any motion with it. So it's very tough in this cruel world. But like I said, you gotta find this awakening where you have to see people for what they are, and when they want to actually tap in and on your frequency, then you give them a little bit of gem, but still you gotta have that discernment. Don't give them too much because you don't want to drain yourself.
In people, and I can see the beauty and the mathematics of all things. It's that type of thing that makes me want to be nice. That makes me want to be a good person. You know what I mean? And as a youngster, I would go out into the world with that mentality, trying to be nice and be a good person, and I would just get shit on and taken advantage of.
Facts.
And more often than not, that kindness got taken for weakness.
Mm.
So then I found myself at a crossroads because I can't turn these feelings off. I can't turn being empathetic off. I don't want to turn being empathetic off, because then I feel like I would become the very thing that I'm trying to eradicate. You know what I mean? a soulless system, soulless people, anti-human ideologies. You know what I mean? And that's so
Facts. And I go back to John Horse, Hurricane, my brother's panel that we had the other day when we was talking about the dark and lightness. You have to tap into that darkness and able to whatever is that keep making you be such of a good person that people trying to take advantage of. You have to go in that darkness and have to tap into something that makes you guarded, but still you can help a little bit, but makes you guarded in a way of like, I'm not letting nobody take advantage of me. You know what I'm saying? Because if you keep doing that shit, letting people take advantage of you, it's gonna come across as you as a weak motherfucker. I'm gonna keep it real. You don't want to be weak. You want to be stand on business, and you want to be genuine, but you want to stand on business about who you are, what you do, and what you can do. You gotta protect yourself, because if you don't, nobody else will. Yes, you got ancestors and spiritual guides, but they are telling you to protect yourself. Don't do too much, bro.
the only thing that can come from when you lose your ability to be empathetic. So rather than be empathetic, or rather than lose the capacity to be empathetic, now I choose when to express that empathy. Although I always may feel it, I don't always show it.
Facts. I told you we made a full circle to what he said. Like, I feel like everybody that's an empath and a genuine person, we all go through this cycle where we want to show love, get taken advantage of, then we start questioning. We're not gonna let this shit happen no more. And you stand on business.
I try to use my awareness and discernment to the best of my ability to recognize when and where is the best place that my efforts of kindness and my efforts of love and my efforts of positively building, you know what I mean, are going to be constructive. And also, I learned how to create firm, strict boundaries. If you don't create boundaries, if you don't set that line, people will cross it. And the way that I've set that line is that I say, hey, this is me, this is what I'm about, this is my line, and if you cross it, you're going to get what you got coming to you. And every time somebody crosses that line, they get what they got coming to them. And they're like, oh, wow, but I thought you was all peaceful. I thought you was about love. Yes, but sometimes you have to fight to maintain that peace. Sometimes you have to go to war to practice. Sometimes you have to go to war.
And that brings back to what Hurricane was saying. If we want a peaceful world where we don't have to pay no bills or nothing like that, we're going to have to fight. And blood going to have to be shed. Some people might have to, take one for the team and until we get this shit right. Because I feel like that's not going to happen until we actually stand on business. But at the same time, we got to have a game plan of how we going to do this shit. Because we got a lot of crash outs, but we need a lot of more people that have brains too. So I'm ready. Just like Hurricane said, I'm ready, bro.
Protect your love. Sometimes you just can't. Sometimes peace has to be protected. So I've learned how to utilize the darker parts of myself to protect the lighter parts of myself. If that makes any sense. You know what I mean? Because I can't lose my humanity. I can't lose my empathy. But I can't let people take advantage of me. I can't let people cross my boundaries. I can't lose my dignity and integrity by compromising myself so much. You know what I mean? So it really is a tricky balance. And the older I get, the easier it gets, because the older you get comes with more wisdom. And it makes that discernment a little easier to know when and where you should utilize.
And it's crazy. I feel like the reason why we don't fight back though, like how we should, is because I feel like it's because of the civil rights movement. That job made us be so peaceful at marching and stuff like that, and turn the other cheek. That was one of the most biggest mistakes we ever did as a community, as a people. You know what I'm saying? And not even, on a racist tip, but like, we didn't even want to stand against the government. We went to the government to try to make laws, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. They don't even understand, like, the gist of it. So it's like, man, I just want us to have I feel like we have a good game plan as a community. I feel like that shit will work. But at the same time, a lot of people not going to be part of it because they're still stuck in the money, cars, and clothes, and pages, the money, wages, and how much they look good to people outside of the job and shit like that. A lot of people still loving this 3D shit, But you got a few who actually want to stand on business and not deal with this shit too at the same time. So, man, I just don't know for real. Like that's why I say the people that's already awakened and tapping in, we gotta stay on business for real. We gotta keep evolving and keeping this shit together. Yep. Let me see what Hurricane say. Yep, and fear, and we don't trust each other. Yeah, facts. Religion, all that played a part. Religion, Jesus, all that played a part into us being scared, bro, to not really fight back. You know, so, but at the same time, it's like, damn, like I'm so ready right now, but I just know it's like, okay, it's like the person going over the hill, he gets shot with all the arrows, and you asking what happened to him? Like he did it for the team, but we're not standing on business for him. So it's like I'm ready when everybody else ready. Facts. We're gonna let Jason continue.
That kindness, but really the whole point of saying all this is because life sucks for a lot of people right now. People are going through some really hard times, and it's really easy to lose your humanity. It's really easy to become mean. It's really easy to be fuck everybody. But what if it's just fuck some people, and you still keep that humanity, and you still keep that love and that peace where it needs to be? If your job ain't shit, and all the people at the job treat you like shit, well then you treat them people at the job like shit. Don't bring that energy home to your family, to your kids. Have patience, kindness, understanding, love with your family, with your household. If it's the world do it to you, do that out there. You gotta find some kind of balance. But at least in my opinion, you can't just lose your empathy altogether, because then you just become a monster. But you can't be so. But even though those feelings of empathy are really strong, you have to learn how to reserve it for the best situations and the best scenarios or the best opportunities. You know what I mean? Because unfortunately, we live in a world that will take that kindness for weakness. So, in my opinion, that's the art of being kind.
Facts, and I think it's a reason why that some of us think like this, according to the system and how we should be moving, you know, divinely, that don't affect our soul. It's a reason we think like this, because it's always a duality. So it's a duality within this physical. You got people who want to play the part, and we have people who don't want to play the part. But it's still the game of what's going to happen, you know?
In a cruel world, especially if you're neurodivergent. All right, so look.
Yeah, so that's Jason. Jason be cooking. He on TikTok. I fuck with him too. And he got many more videos where he dropped gems. But I'm gonna play some more tracks. I got 2 more videos, and we're gonna vibe out, and then we're gonna end it when they get to like when the live time get like the 1:40ish, I'm gonna end it. So I'm gonna play some tracks, and we're gonna just vibe out, man. And Hurricane, I'm gonna play your other track too. I gotta download it. But this track right here, man, that I'm about to play is a funky track, self-explanatory.
The sky.
Oh yeah, Hurricane. I'm gonna send it to you. Just give me like 48 to 72 hours because I'm doing I got another track with Divine Feminine coming too as well. I don't think I'm supposed to say this like this until she really ready to do it. But it's a song called Smile. It's like a neo soul collaboration we gonna do. She sing amazing. So I got that coming. We gonna have our track coming, and it's gonna be an abundant time in the summer, bro. Let me see. Yeah, got it banging in the stereo. yeah. But I'm gonna download. I already got Hurricane track called Breathe. I'm gonna download it, and then I'm gonna play this track right here called I'm at War, and it was from my Better Days, Better Ways sessions. It's a demo from that album. It's basically saying I'm at war, and if the girl gonna ride, you know she gonna have to ride. But I'm at war. Basically, it's a demo. It's a demo. So, but it came from an album session that I did when I was creating the album.
I'm at war. I can't lose. I can't let my grip up. They want my soul. They want me to lose my mind. I can't lose myself. If she my piece, then we got to ride. I'm at war. I'm at war. Hey, I'm at war. Because she can't let them get her mind. I'm at war every day. Mind, body, soul. I can't let them win. They never had a chance. I am chosen. I am at war. They want my people gone. They pull every trick in the book. Our kids misleading them. It's time to lead them now. I'm at war. 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 Yeah. I'm at war. Yeah. I'm at war. Yeah. I'm at war. I'm at war. Yeah. I'm at war.
Now I gotta kill him and throw him in the river. Your body chillin', nigga, so get the living the real. Get it, they hit a really killer. I gotta kill them all up in the mall, up in the all. I fuck them all, got a ball, cause they get off. Then they give over to a charge off. Ain't no one nigga, I burn them all with a small song. Look at the spirit, you better hear it if you don't wanna fear it, motherfucker. I got lyrics. Lyrical, I'm the pinnacle, the winner for 3 minute intervals. I'm a punching like invincible, fucking you up, nigga, what's up? The ticket never cut, shoot your feet, to make it hot like double dutch. I got restored with a category limitless, like Resident Evil, motherfucker, this story nemesis. Finally be sentenced for my new booger genesis. The government tripping, I gotta kill him for the innocent. Breathe. 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 Take the shot. Take the shot. Breathe. 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 Take the shot. Take the shot. Take the shot. I am the killer that's bringing the thrill, I'm bringing the killers to pull the trigger, but quickly you better run. Running for cover, nigga, you done. Look what I become. I'm the man in front of the gun. I'm the interdimension, I'm mercenary, and the scary, you're killing fairies in front of the emissary. Send them to the cemetery where you get buried. I heard your life in the juries. I'm an urgent to death. I gotta carry your gun. Having fun, but you got on the run. When I catch your mother, cut out the tongue. Throw a bunch to the sun. The bird alive while you catching the ones. And then I gotta blow up the sun. To an over shit. Told you, bitch. Had to come and fold you quick. Spit fast, so cold with it. So with it. The revolutionary flow was sick. Now you gotta roll with this. Breathe.
Bro, I swear I can't wait for the next family function. I'm playing Hurricane Low Key. I'm playing that song John Horse had with his dad. I'm gonna play that. Play some of my tracks. Playing some Isley Brothers. Playing some Calm. I can't wait. I'm gonna be the DJ, bro. I'm telling you, they ain't gonna understand where these tracks coming from. I'm like, y'all don't understand. These are real artists that don't need to be signed by the industry. I can't wait. I can't wait. But we got this girl named Tony. She gonna talk about y'all got to hear her out, man. I'm gonna chime in with her.
About our multidimensional self today, right? And it came to me like,
I know.
so I was up here thinking about our multidimensional self today, right? And it came to me like, what if the reason why we are kind of like drawn to a certain decade or era is because our multidimensional self is still living out a timeline in that era, that decade. And our reason for, still getting drawn to that era is because the timelines are like overlapping or merging a little bit. Yeah. Because my two eras, time frames that I'm kind of like attached to are the 90s and the 70s.
My eras I'm attracted to is the early 80s, right before technical music kind of came out, like in the mid part of, like, I'm gonna say from 80 to 85. I love the 80s from that era. I like New Jack. I like the New Jack Swing, but I favorite the early 80s more than the late 80s. So it's the early 80s, and then all the 70s is where I favorite. So it's probably another version of me still in that timeline, bro. Like, I feel it. You know what I'm saying? Mixed of eras. And also I like the 90s because I was born in the 90s. And I like a little bit of 2000s, but I'm kind of like conflicted. I don't know if I want a reggae album or take it back to the 70s and early 80s type sound, because like soul music back then was actually so organic that everybody had their own style. So I want to make it like that, almost like how I did with Bread and Butter when I made Stand in Love. So I want to make a whole album of that feel. And like, this make people feel good about themselves at the same time you can be with your girl or you could be with your kids. Cause I want R&B and soul music to get back to that level again. So my mission on this next album is to bring it all together in my own little way. So yeah, so
I got into the 90s, right? But the 70s, I wasn't born in the 70s, but I absolutely love it.
I ain't gonna lie, this girl named Tony on TikTok, she kind of cute. I'm about to go on her DM, be like, yo, what's up, ma? It's like, I'm just saying, I don't do DMs, bro. I don't do that.
It's like when I listen to music or I like start getting a little vibe, even like sometimes when I dress, it's like it's just like I'm still there. You know, energy is kind of like it never dies. Yeah, I get what I'm saying. It's really hard for me to explain these things into like words, but I kind of feel like
No, I feel what she's saying, bro. I always felt like that though. Like I always felt like, yo, why I attach to the 70s and early 80s so much? Even as a musician, you know, when I became a musician and able to tap into my gift, like the sound was sounding so old school. Like, damn, like if I was back in them times, I would have been popping. I would have been had a record deal. You know what I'm saying? Cause that style and that energy is what I love, bro. I would have easily translated in that era.
that, like some people are trying to like 20s and like some of the shit that they be doing. I wonder if like they're multidimensional. So is the lip still living out that timeline? And because they're kind of getting a feeling about it,
Man, and this another theory, bro. Y'all thinking decades and shit is this end like that? Like it is 9 years of the 70s or 9 years of the 80s. It's a reason they give us dates. I just feel like that was an energies. That was like an energy thing we went through. So like she said, energy never died. That shit still happening somewhere else. Niggas still got the afros and dashikis and got the little whatever. And you know what I'm saying? That's energy still out there somewhere. You still got that energy. So I feel like, yo, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Like maybe I'm tripping, but I ain't tripping. Like
because of the merging and the overlapping of the timelines. Okay, I'm excited. So I was up thinking.
yeah, bro. So I got one more video about her, and she be cooking. Y'all follow her on TikTok. Her name the Soul Gasm. What the fuck? The Soul Gasm. That's crazy. Hold on.
If y'all ever want to know what putting a love spell on someone who doesn't want you looks like, go look at that pastor and his wife that are going viral. There is no one, and I mean no one, that can convince me that woman did not put a love spell on that man. Number one, I know what spell looks like. Number two, I know what a kitchen witch looks like. I've been around with my
I'm gonna tell you this. I know nothing about love spells, but if a girl put like some of her period blood and some spaghetti and some shit, and you eat that shit, it's a wrap, cause you was attached to her. It's over. You might as well just go ahead and give up, dog, cause she didn't love spell you. That's why Mom Deuce was like, yo, be careful who spaghetti you eat.
I know everybody bashing the pastor from he is the devil. That man was put under spell work. And look, that woman told y'all everything that she did, everything that she spoke out there. She cooked for him. She did always look at everything that she did. Him going to jail or that your prison experience was not a coincidence. And when you put a spell on somebody, a love spell on someone who does not want you, they will humiliate the fuck out of you. That is your damn karma. You gonna get that motherfucker. You won't get him. You sure gonna get him. But they are going to humiliate you. They are going to show you every single day how much they hate you and where they are. You gotta stop fucking with people's free will. You gotta stop fucking with people.
That's why I say I don't care how much I want a chick. I never do a love spell. Like everybody have a choice. If she want to pick that dude, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't about to be sitting here depressed. Like, oh, why she ain't pick me? Da, da, da. Nah, fuck all that, bro. I know who the fuck I am. I'm the GOAT when it comes to me. You know what I'm saying? And I track to other goats like Hurricane, Low Key, John Horse, my brothers. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like a man should never feel down if a chick don't pick him, bro. Especially if you're a grown man. You're a grown man. Focus on your bread. Focus on your vision. Focus on your purpose. You don't got time to be worrying about who likes you or not when you this old in age, bro. And I know, you know what I'm saying? Like that people, you know, if you in a relationship with her, if you were married to her, yeah, I understand. But any regular old dude, you just dating a chick and she automatically pick pick the dude over you, and y'all wasn't even married, nothing like that, cool. But and then at the same time, if she led you on or manipulated you in a way where you thought it was something, then you probably can, say something. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you just gotta find the greatness in yourself and love you through all the ups and downs. Facts. Get her get the or the Chris Benoit treatment. Yo. But yeah, man.
Watch how you speak to me and about me, because my ancestors and my spirit team will make you eat every single word. Why? I just want to say that spirituality is different for all of us, as it should be, because it's our personal experience. And each of our relationships with our ancestors and our spirit guides are different as well. Some of our ancestors do not require us to have an altar in order to connect with them. And just because you do not have an altar, it does not mean that your ancestors will connect with you less because of it. We have gotten too comfortable with explaining every single thing to everyone that when we don't do what someone else's requirements are, what they believe their requirements are,
I ain't gonna lie. One day I'm gonna get in one day DMs and ask them, do they want to join the panel? Because I like when divine feminists or a woman with a vision or purpose or can actually speak without getting emotional can come on a panel and speak her truth. Because it's a breath of fresh air. You rarely get that. All these girls now, they rather post a video of them going to clubs and dancing to sexy rap music rather than come on a panel and getting the understanding between both a divine masculine and divine feminine and building something that can last in a way of like, okay, we building something. What's community build? And get these kids to understand, what's the nucleus and the core of the family. And once the kid understand how his mother and father built a foundation for him, that shit would go down to him and he built a foundation for his kids, and it's a generational community building. So that's why I be trying to get them to come on these panels and talk, because it can lead to something that we don't understand or know until we get it right.
Feel less put off on the journey, and that throws our journey off. Really, I'm going to sit here and say that you are an altar first. Some people might not like that, but you are. My ancestors come to me during dreams, during the day, through other messages, and I don't have to have a physical altar to connect with them.
Facts, because it's not like religion. You don't gotta build a relationship with Jesus, because once you find out that you are divine within, you can talk to yourself. Go out in nature and talk to yourself. You will get the answers that you need. That's the key. Go outside, attract with the sun, attract with the trees, attract with the grass, and figure out who you are, what you need to do, and how to move in this system so you won't lose yourself. That's the key. Tap into nature. Go outside, bro.
At all. We all can honor our ancestors in a different way. I honor my ancestors by planting trees.
And that's the reason we can't start a revolution, because a lot of people don't know who they are. Once they know who they are, go outside, know who they are, they will want to start a revolution, like Hurricane say.
Being out in the garden, things like that. And that's how I personally speak with them, being outside. Now, unless you are a part of these other things that make sure that you have to do things a certain way, listen to your soul. Listen to the messages that you receive from your ancestors and spirit guides, and ask them what they require, what they would like. Don't follow all this other shit. And that's why people get fucked up by following these trends. And then
Facts. A lot of people, they don't really be putting in work. They be following trends. And then when they try to find somebody else, they'll try to follow somebody else ideology or what they be saying. And they be losing themselves the whole time. They be wondering, damn, why I can't think of nothing new? Because you follow somebody else. Like,
that's some shit they got no business being in. That's just my message for today, y'all. Mine is not account for nobody, but I'm just simply saying.
but she raw though. I like when a woman can elaborate and talk, that makes it raw for me. But at the same time, they gotta want to attract with a man who could talk as well. Don't run away from a man who on the same level frequency as you. Don't try to you know what I'm saying, leave that man afar, like don't want to build with him, and to go to somebody you gotta learn on your own way. Like it don't make sense. We gotta powerful beings gotta come together so this shit can, so the system can crumble. That shit gotta crumble.
I used to hate telling my grandmas that I was having problems with girls growing up because they would always say the same line. They're just jealous of you. I real life hated that shit because in my mind I'm like, there's no way that everybody's jealous, right? There's no way that all these people that are acting the way they're acting is jealous. Like something else.
Bruh, it's the energy and the frequency. It don't matter if you're a girl or boy. You have an energy or frequency that triggers anybody else soul or what, like how divine you are. That shit triggers somebody because you're doing the right thing, especially when you were not doing nothing wrong. That shit, it been happening my whole life. People will find something to say or try to down my frequency or energy, and it all been like that until I got older, like I say, and I was able to not let that negative energy penetrate through my aura. Like I said, once you understand you the GOAT of this shit, ain't shit stopping you, bro.
That's me wrong. But as I continued on my journey, I realized that jealousy shit is a real fucking trait and it's a real fucking problem. Even more so on a spiritual level. Especially when I see now how people will destiny swap you.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. They would try to do that. They try to copy everything you do to try to destiny swap. But one thing they don't know, you can't destiny swap something that's not faking the funk. You just gonna mess around and you gonna fuck up your own self, get all that karma, all that shit that you trying to run away from. It's gonna come all the way a full circle 100 on you, dog.
And how monitoring spirits are, and just how all these people are, and how they've been in my life now that, you know, I'm out of their life and I've stepped away. Our grandmas knew, but why can't they just say that? Why couldn't they not just say, this is like really what it is? Like, this is what it is, and these are the reason why. Why can't they just tell us it about it on a spiritual level instead of just saying that? Because it's like, everybody jealous? Tell us.
No, it's like, it's crazy because the older generation, I'm gonna say my grandma knew something too, but my great grandma, that lady was so smart. She didn't even went to school because she had to take care of my grandma, and my grandma only did 6th grade and was still awakened, still aware of who didn't like her and who was jealous of her based off how she moved. So like I say, school is not what makes people. Experiences in life with dealing with people make people understand who the fuck they are. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But like I said, my great grandma, she knew, but she couldn't probably formulate it in terms that we know today. But she always told us, you know, to be good people, but at the same time, you got to see, you know, who trying to take out the game. In so many words, she said that, you know, but yeah.
Like, why go into details? Like, it's a spiritual attack. That's the problem. Just something I was thinking.
But yeah, man, I'm gonna play 2 more tracks. Cause I said 140, so we got about like 30 minutes or something, or 20 minutes. So I'm gonna play some tracks, man. It been a good vibe session to everybody that came through, bro. Ain't over yet. I'm just telling y'all early. It ain't over yet though. Let me play this track. Since we talking about, you know, people being jealous about aura and shit, I made a track on Bread and Butter, one of the last tracks called Beyond the Surface, and it's talking about, you know, seeing stuff beyond the surface and able to tap into the divineness that you always have.
Beyond the surface, beyond the surface, beyond the surface, yeah, to flow through the wind, see the signs, seasons come and go, people leave you. Don't cry. boys will be men, and the men will be godly. Woman is the core, it's our soul. I know it's hard, but it's beyond the surface. But tell me no, 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 beyond the surface. But tell me no. They say it's a war in the heavens, but it's a war in the mind. You just know you can defeat anything. Mirror, mirror on the wall, you have to see what you are. Before you walk, you must crawl. It start with you, war in the mind. You have to save you. Beyond the surface, beyond the surface, yeah. When you know, you know. 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 When you know, you know.
When you know yourself, you see the vision, multi-dimension, parallel worlds which you were sitting. Shot the work in the work. I was an introvert, brought out the shell, time to put in work. I'm in the burst. At the government, Democrats and Republicans, fucking mulligan. Only get one shot, then I'm done with it. I'm the master, I calculated the data with dark matter. Using the elements, make the space shatter. Hate chatter, fed softer than cake batter. Let's take matters from Earth to space battles. Like an anime, from Sunday through Saturday. Using alchemy, playing with magic like I'm a fantasy. Final boss, the blade longer than Sephiroth. Black Messiah, hell yeah, I bear the cross. I'm a rebel, fight for a cause. The universal law, fight the enemy through the stars.
When you know, you know. 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 When you know, you know.
When you know yourself, you see the power, the very power that turn the enemies to cowards. They get devoured. I turn the minutes into hours. They look sour. Heard a game just like the clock tower. Spit the mantra, analytical monster. With the truth, I'm a conquer. Enemies acting bonkers. I'm exuberant, stay maneuvering. Hooligan, super kick to the moon again. Hell no, I ain't doing no. Destroy the temple. I'm using powers of elementals. So essential to my team, despite the differential. I'm a warrior, keep it simple. My flow make it triple. Instrumental, cause it did mention no time ripples. Do good into light sickles, I slice missiles. Cut the government, I turn tanks into bicycles. I'm a rebel, fight for a cause. Universal law, throw the enemy through with scars. Kill them all.
When you know, you know. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. When you know. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. Yeah.
Better know thyself, you better listen. Make it take you hear me. Better know thyself, you better listen. Hear me. Better know thyself, you better listen. Better know thyself, you better listen. Better know thyself, you better listen. Let that be right. Pay attention. Better know thyself, you better listen. Let that be right. You better listen. Better know thyself, you better listen. Gotta know thyself, you better listen. Pay attention. Better know thyself, you better listen.
Yeah, man, Hurricane killed that. Oh shit, hold on. Let me go ahead and pause it real quick. Hurricane killed that. You know what I'm saying? That verse, it all came together. You know what I'm saying? So we got another one coming. Hurricane, like I said, give me 72 hours, right? Cause I want to find like every track I do with you, I always sit with it for at least 2 days, and I try to meditate with the hook that I want. Like, it's the right hook. Somebody driving, like I have it, and I put it in the car, and I be like, damn man, I gotta hear it in the car. And I'd be like, damn, okay, what needs to be added for me for the hook? So I know I give the space for Hurricane. I know he gonna kill the verse, but I want to have the hook so good that it leaves a lasting impression on the listener as well as the verse. So I want the hook to be as powerful as the verse, because I know you gonna come with powerful lyrics. So I gotta sit with it for at least 2 days to see if it's good. If it's not, then I gotta redo it. And yeah, so that's how I do. But we gonna let Tony keep cooking. I fuck with her energy. You know, a beautiful woman, straight up.
I just heard someone say, I love the Black experience. And that shit hit me kind of deep, y'all. It really did. Because every day that I wake up and I see something so dope that we do, and I'm like, damn, like, I love this. I love being a Black woman, a melanated woman. Like, this shit is dope as fuck. Like, we're just so fucking dope. I love this experience. I'm so grateful for this experience. And I hope if I do have to come back another life.
everybody have that sense of like, damn, we don't want to come back to this shit, but it's cool and all that, but we don't want to come back to this shit. We're gonna be like this now. Like, if we gonna come back, it's gonna be a utopia where we getting fruits off the tree, bro. We ain't about to be paying no bills for no water, none of that job. We come back to this shit. I want to see divine feminines picking their fruit off a tree, and I'm coming talking to them in a way they have a divine connection. We connect on that, bro. All that, bro. All the other shit in this time, bro. I don't want to have that in the next job, bro. No, bro. No.
That I get to do this again, because this is beautiful. Yes, I am fully aware of our tragedies. I'm fully aware of all that. But it's the fact that despite all of that shit, despite all our adversities, we still,
bro. I'm glad I came back as me too. Like, at the end of the day, they might call me weird. They might be like, oh, this man know what he talking about, or he might, you know what I'm saying, he's so different. He might, you know what I'm saying, they don't understand me. But at the same time, I'm glad that I'm me, because it's only one me, and I can only do what I do. Everybody in my city want to do the same shit. I say this all the time. Everybody in my city want to do the same shit, do the same shit, act the same way, go the same places, but I bet 6 of them never went to a park and actually just have a conversation amongst themselves that don't involve the 3D system or material things they hold on to. They look at me when I do that. They look at me like, what this man got going on? He one of them weirdos. Nah, you the weirdo.
Do the motherfucking thing. We still do. I mean, yeah. Hell yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, we some dope people, but at the same time, our peak was the 70s and 80s and in the early 90s. That was our peak for real. Like, I don't want to down us, but that was our peak. Now we gotta reconstruct our minds and get back to the divine essence that we truly is and was. You know what I'm saying? So we not be at the peak, but at the same time, you still have a sense of people like us, like me, Hurricane, Tony, and more people that actually still have that essence that needs to be more spread out to more of us energy wise. So yeah.
Just a friendly reminder, there are real folks out here that are tapped the fuck in. And all this 3D ass shit that y'all be doing and think y'all getting away with,
Facts.
y'all really not.
Facts.
I guess I'm really referring to the fact that y'all think you can stalk people, to people, and they don't know about it. They don't know what you're doing behind closed. No. All that weird ass 3D shit that y'all do gets revealed in the 5D through dreams, signs, synchronicities. That shit really exists. Just to let y'all know. I always know when somebody that I have had an encounter with is pulling on my energy sexually. Always. Stop that shit. I know what you're doing. I know.
It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. Cause she's speaking facts, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. She's speaking facts about that shit, man. That's crazy.
I always know when somebody is trying to figure out what the fuck I'm doing, monitoring ass fucking spirits. I always know that it's not because your name's popping up, your fake page is it has nothing to do with that. I hear I
And then there's nothing wrong with, not like stalking people. Like you stalking them, try to hurt them or something like that, cool. Or stalking them because they don't want you, not cool. I mean, I said that totally wrong. I got this line, y'all. I'm tripping. But if you stalking them and trying to hurt them, nah. If you trying to, it's a genuine way of actually being obsessed with them and liking them for their mind and energy that you want to attract to, or you have a sense that they might be a good person, so you might be attracted to that energy too much. So it's like you might, obsess with them ideal wise, but not having met them in a way of actually connecting. So you might put on the energy, just being real. You might put on the energy, but at the same time, you're not trying to be evil. You're not trying to be a weirdo, but you're just trying to really want to talk to them, But the way how they is physically, you can't really say nothing because they give you that weirdo stare. They might be like, "Oh, this nigga, he a creep. He don't know what the fuck. Like, what are you talking about?" So you just be like, "Man, fuck it. I'm just about to just admire from a distance. Admire from a distance." Because you don't want to be in a situation where you might get, put up in jail or something because you're doing too much. So admire from a distance, be cool with yourself, and just keep it moving. They might know, they don't know. So you just gotta just do like that, bro.
very aware of what the fuck is happening. I see shit like there are real people like this out here. Did you guys know that? And if you think because you've been getting away with this shit for so long that you're just gonna keep doing it and do whatever you're doing, I want to remind you again that a group of individuals came into this realm to make some shit change and shake some shit up. And I've been talking about those group of individuals for a while now. They're called walk-in souls. And when you fuck with one of them, you're gonna fuck yourself over. And a lot of those walk-in souls, they're walking karma. They are walking karma. Why do you guys think that so much shit, like people do mess up stuff and then all of a sudden, like a lot of time you had to wait for people to get their karma back. Now it's just coming. It's happening very quickly. And sometimes it's not what you do, it's who you do it to. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
she right though. Like I just told y'all, bro, it's really how you feel, what you're doing as a person. If you know you're doing certain things to try to hurt people, that karma will come back in 360. But if you're doing things because you're a genuine person, you still innocent to certain things, you know what I'm saying? Or you might do certain things because of reaction of something that happened, then okay, that's a thing you gotta evolve and learn from over so-called time. But it's like you just have to trust yourself and know yourself, bro, with this shit. When you know. So that was a deep thing she said. That's real. It is real. Because I'm gonna keep it real. It happened. I don't know if it really happened, but I feel like certain people, certain, women know. They know, but at the same time, they don't know. Because it was in a way of admiration more than, a low frequency thing. Which is somebody saying in the comments. Yeah. It's crazy, man. That's why I say, just be genuine, but keep that wall up to protect yourself. Understand your darkness and understand your light. And you can't go wrong. Like for me, I'm not a perfect person, but at the end of the day, I try to keep that balance. And I've been graced. I've been graced by my spiritual team and ancestors, whoever. I've been graced, and I'm gonna keep doing it how I'm doing it, until they grace me with a woman that's on my frequency, because they know They know, bro. I know they know.
So yeah, now I kind of got like this obsession with soul contracts, right? Well, today I was driving and I was thinking about what if the only way out of Puff Daddy's contracts are through obviously death, sometimes not, and religion. And the three people I thought about were Pam from Total, Craig Mack, and Mace, and how they all went to religion and they were kind of like out of Diddy's contract. Except for, well, Mace kind of went back. I think under the conditions, like, you get out of the contract under this religious clause, maybe. But the number one rule, or whatever, you cannot perform any of the songs or do any of the old shit if you get out that way. Does that make sense? But y'all know Mace and Puffy went through this whole thing back and forth. But eventually, I think Mace kind of got out, but he still wasn't able to perform after, he got out, like, kind of that way. It was some weird shit that happened with his contract. But I wonder, what is it that triggers, like, that clause? Like, what is it about the religious factor of it that allows him to get out of this contract with him? And I just be thinking about shit. I just be thinking about it. And I'm thinking not, and not just about him, but some other artists that kind of did the same thing. Montel Jordan, Al Green, just a few people that went from that secular music, then went to religion. It's kind of like it's like almost like they got out of the contract, but it just seemed like they were giving their life to Christ,
I don't know. That job is weird though. Like they be so indulged into the wicked industry that they want to switch over to religion, and then all of a sudden it's like they not been touched. Which is, I feel like, this is my perspective. Like they do that as a illusion tactic to get people on their side, because religion is still used. Let me see. I gotta do a montage. that'd be wrong. That'd be wrong, bro. I can't wait to hear that. But like back to what I'm saying, like they use religion as a way to get out from the industry, the wicked industry. That's an illusion to me, because religion is an illusion. How you gonna go get out from an illusion and go into another illusion? They use that to get so-called people that's not tapped in on their side. They always use energy harvesting some way, somehow. And that's what I feel about that. I might be wrong, but they still in cahoots with the industry, I feel. Even though the Vatican is almost, I don't want to say it's a separate entity from the government, but at the same time, the government still fuck with the Vatican. So it's like when you go into that shit and they come out that, it's still both is illusion. So you're not really escaping nothing. That's why Mace doing podcasts right now and messing with Cameron. Like that shit it's still the same shit. Like it's still the same shit. When they signed that contract, they would never escape burn to death, so-called death. They will never escape that. Once you sign that contract, you sign it in blood probably too as well. They might cut your wrist, make you sign that job in blood. I really feel that. Yeah, the Vatican and Roman. Yeah, you're right. But I got a question. So I know the government is probably still talking to them in a way. It's both still illusions though, right? Like, so I don't know. I know they both illusions, obviously, but like they still be talking to them. That's why that man, Donald Trump, vice president, went over there and talked to the Pope before he so-called passed away. And so they be in cahoots with each other, I feel, so once a celebrity so-called go to religion, that shit don't even matter because it's still the same. It's still you going to one devil to another devil. Like, what are you doing? If you gonna completely get out of the industry, lose ties to all that, and you might as well work a so-called 9 to 5 and don't be famous no more, but you still want to have that image or that energy from people to know who you are. So you rather just go ahead to religion and still be so-called Mace and do podcasts and stuff like that. The government be exchanging. Exactly. I knew it. I already know. So it's like, man. So when Mace did that, he really didn't escape nothing. Like so the soul contract that he had, whatever, is still in cahoots with the contract he had. So that's basically what she's saying. She was trying to figure out, soul contracts and all that still apart. Yeah, it's still apart. You is not leaving that to after you so-called pass away from that shit.
One of the best things I've ever done for myself was to stop fucking
Oh
with
shoot,
people that could.
we might have to end this show because I said 140, and we'll come back Friday, bro. But I'm gonna play some tracks. I'm gonna end it with "Feel It Now More Than Ever." We gonna head on out, man. So let me play. I'm gonna play "It Is What It Is." I'm gonna play "Ain't No Turning Back," and I'm gonna play "Feel It Now More Than Ever," and that's gonna be it. Let's see what Hurricane say. Yeah, Flip. I thought Hurricane says I'm a Flip. Hold on.
In my life, I understand everyone has a different perspective of me. I'm not changing for them, I am changing for me. Live my life is what I am.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna do some shout outs. I'm gonna play the last song. Shout out to my boy Hurricane. You know what I'm saying? We got another song on the way for the summertime. Shout out to Flip. Always pulling up. Appreciate you. Shout out to T Style. He pulled up. We had a song together called Funky Feeling, featuring Hurricane as well. Who else came through? And that's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? People who was here felt the energy and felt the frequency. That's all that matters to me. But I'm gonna end it on this. Another successful episode of Speak My Truth, episode 11. And we got more to come. Like I said, I got albums. Deluxe on the way, Rebel Sun. I gotta find something in a vote that's worthy of putting out. If it's not worthy, I'm not gonna put it out. All I'm gonna do is probably mix and master the songs that was already on the album, mix and master it, make it louder and tighter, and then bring and put it out again. And I got a Hurricane single coming out. Me and him got another song coming out. I got a song with a Divine Feminine. She got to get her headphones. Once she get her headphones, it's good. It's a rap. She could sing like Shaka Khan and them. So I'm ready for that collaboration. It's gonna be some soul food, soul music from the 70s and 80s type soul music. So I can't wait. I'm working on Ashe. Haven't wrote nothing for that album yet. Cause that album gonna be inspired from the early 80s and the late to mid 70s. It's gonna be inspired from that time. I don't want to do a reggae type album again with that. I just want to keep it, I want to keep it old school and bring it back to when Curtis Mayfield dropped his songs and made it soulful and stuff like that. So shout out to everybody that came through. I'm gonna play Feel It Now More Than Ever. I always end it with this song because it's a song about peace, understanding about self. And you feel it now more than ever when you understand how the world moves and how you're supposed to be yourself, no matter what. Don't let nobody change you for you trying to please them. Be yourself, please yourself, because you can't go wrong without pleasing yourself, bro. And if nobody's perfect, you might do some shit that might not be morally right. Don't worry about it. Nobody's perfect. As long as you be a genuine person and you loving people that loves you and you trying to do the best you can be while also balancing out your darkness and light, you can't go wrong, bro. So I'm gonna play Feel It Now More Than Ever, and we gonna head on out after this song. So let me go ahead and get this song, man. Let me go ahead and get this song. I should have had it set already. I hear it goes the song, y'all. I'ma holler at y'all, man. I share abundance. I love y'all. No homo. It's love coming from a soul to soul, mind to mind, energy to energy, frequency to frequency. I share abundance. We out. Gratitude.
To be alive,
All right, y'all. I share abundance. Y'all have a good night, a good week, and I try to come back sometime. Divine timing, bro. We out. As I share abundance. Gratitude.